Okay, thank you all for popping on to our 12K series. We have special guest tonight, Caitlin Merrill, one of our 12K leaders, and she is going to tell us what it took for her to hit 12K. So Caitlin, if you could just give us, a little bit about who you are and how you started your Thrive experience.
So I am a single mom of 2 boys, and I do work from home. Although when I started this journey, I was not working any other job. I was doing this. It's funny actually. I was just thinking about this earlier. How did I survive financially, like doing all my fun stuff before I got the job? Although now I'm single. I wasn't single then. Yeah, lots happened in a few years. But I like this company gave me the money. That money that I earned is what paid for things like my car payment and my fun outings with my kids, or name brand items of stuff for my kids or stuff like that. It's just crazy to think about. I'm still tripping over that. It was just a thought that was going through my head a few minutes ago when I was thinking about becoming a 12K for the first time. So my story has changed. I'm definitely in a different place now than I was then, and I think then it was a lot more impactful when I first hit that 12K, rank it in the company with Lavelle, and the fact that I was able to share products that I had just discovered and enjoyed and help other people. I had a lot of single moms that I was working with and stuff like that, and just helping everyone just have that extra play money. We're not all here for, rolling in the millions. Some of us are, but not everybody is. And sometimes just having that extra income for the fun stuff really makes a big difference. And it's interesting to think back at how big of a difference that really did make for me the first couple of years I was with the company.
That's awesome. Yeah, for sure. I mean, like here, like nails, stuff like that, just so you don't have to worry about
Exactly.
your hair done. But as
Exactly.
far as like your journey to becoming a promoter, did you start on the products and then you became a promoter? How did that happen?
Yeah, so I started on the products. I got a trial from Jennifer, and yes, Talia, I'll talk about that in a second. I started with a trial and I hated it. I started with a trial and I loved it. I wanted to get second trial. Now keep in mind, I was a stay-at-home mom. I had no other source of income. So spending any pennies I had was like a big ordeal. So I went and tried a second trial. And then that one, I was like, okay, I'm going to purchase the full on. So then I purchased the full on pack, and I wasn't feeling good. I was like, I was a wreck. My heart was racing. I was feeling like crap. And I texted Jen, like, I don't want this. Can I return it? Can I get my money back? And she did what every good promoter should do. And either you are able to walk people through it, or you have somebody you're connected to that can walk people through it. But she walked me through what was going on in my body. She walked me through things that we could change. I ended up getting put on the Black Label patch instead, because we realized like a lot of my issues was like anxiety and or I can't use those words, but a lot of my issues were like stress and that kind of stuff. And so when we kind of mapped all that out and she was able to balance my products, all of a sudden it was like, holy crap, I feel incredible. And it was this big change. I did drop a few pounds, which was great. But for me, my big push is just the fact that when I use my products, I feel really good. And for me, that's what I need in my life. So she did that. And so then I had started telling my friends, of course, like, I feel freaking fabulous. Like, look at this, try this. You need it. Like, and I wasn't selling it. She wanted me to sell it. I wasn't going to do it. I had been in other network marketing companies prior. I did well, I guess I won't name them, but I did 2 others prior to Lavelle and fell flat on my face. So I was not going to do it. Well, then I had shared the product with a couple friends. They were going to order because they loved what I had shared with them. And she was like, are you sure? Because either I get paid for selling these products to your friends, or you get paid for selling these products to your friends. Right. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Like, I'll make a couple bucks. So that's when I hit the promoter button, switched to a promoter, and a few of my friends got on it. Well, then my friends also did the same thing. They told their friends, and then that's how it started to grow. So I had zero intention of selling anything ever. but it happened naturally. Like I didn't do anything and it just happened. I was like, okay, screw it, take it. So that was my journey of how I got started.
Awesome. So from that getting started to like, baby steps to becoming a promoter, but you probably in your mindset were like, still like, no, I'm not really going to do this thing, like that's cool. But take us from that point to hitting the 12K and where you're like, oh, wow, I'm sure we're like, wow, this could be like like an actual real thing here.
So that happened quickly, actually. That went quick for me. I guess I got a taste of it and I was like, yum. I kind of ran with it at that point. I went from zero interest to, okay, well, I can hit this bonus and that bonus. What did I get first? The VIP. I guess I got that VIP 800 and then the
1600.
I got those immediately. Which was lovely. At the time, that was the they were giving iPads.
Mm-hmm.
That was the iPad bonus. And so you got an iPad bonus. I didn't need an iPad, but I sure as heck, needed a iPhone. I needed a new iPhone, and I took my bonus and I went and put that in, and my paycheck together bought myself a brand new phone, paid it off in full. At that point in my life, I had never purchased anything that big for myself. Like, that was a big purchase. Of iPhone paid off in full at the Apple store. There was no payments being made on, my boyfriend's credit card or my mom's credit card. Like, I did it. Right. So that was the first, that was really cool. Like, I remember that moment in the mall. Like, that was really awesome.
And you're like skipping out of the Apple store.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, my vitamins paid for this. I was just like, holy cow, I did this. And then after that, 4K came really quick. 4K came, then I sat with that for a while. And what did it take for me to hit 12K? I'm trying to think. It was a few months.
Wants to know.
It was a few, I'm trying to think like my timeline. It took a few months, but then I did hit the 12K. I think at that time when I finally hit it, my encouragement was running for a trip. It wasn't the Vegas trip that we did. It was a different trip. And then I got it through Jennifer. For one reason, COVID or something like that. I didn't end up going, but that's when I had ran for it and I got that auto bonus. Huge, big change. That was a big changer. And then it's when I started sharing it with other promoters, when other promoters started catching on and getting into it, getting excited about it. My big push was and I don't know if I should even, my big thing is always triples. When we hit triples, I'm like, go get your promoters then, because they can go hit what they want to hit during triples. Easy peasy, go get them then. So that's when I would scoot higher. When I would go from one level to the next level was during triples, which is why you yelled at me last time.
A triples run.
I know. And they're intense. Triple runs are really intense, but they can do some damage. You can do a lot of damage during that time.
Yeah, you gain a lot of momentum during a triples run. That's awesome. So sorry if I keep looking over here, my cat is being like super crazy. You can hear a bunch of noise. It's my cat.
Damn cats.
Just one. She's just being a nutcase right now. All right. So that's amazing. So and that was, fast forward 2 years to now, right? From that time, what we're talking about. So now that, we're here at the end of 2022, what is the one thing that you wish someone would have told you back then that in the beginning that you now know? Like, what is that one, thing that you wish you had known that might be able to help somebody else just getting started?
Probably something that I still battle with, but I know the answer to it. And nobody cares. Nobody cares if you ask them if you want to try your vitamins. Nobody cares if you post about your vitamins. Nobody cares if you put stories taking your vitamins every day. Nobody cares how you're making your money, and it really doesn't matter. Nobody cares what you're putting in your mouth. Nobody cares about any of that. And I know that was a struggle. That's something, and I will be totally honest, it's still something that I struggle with. I think I'm coming out the other end a little clearer now. But if I cared less then, I would have hit 40K when I hit 12K.
You mean if you would have
Easily.
cared less about what other people think?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yep.
Right.
And still today for times when I'm not holding my 12K rank, it's because I get in my head and I give a shit I give too much cares about what other people are thinking. And let me tell you, they don't care. It doesn't matter. The worst thing that's going to happen is the best thing that's going to happen. Someone's going to see it and someone's going to ask you about it. They're going to either ask you about it or they're going to ignore it. And
so
I cared a
what
lot,
is it that
especially
you think makes the difference then? Like if you like getting in your head that, you know, other people don't pay your bills and not allowing your belief about what you think other people are thinking. Like I love the phrase, what other people think is none of my business.
yeah.
You know, like it's not in my business what you think about me. But what do you think does make a difference?
What do you mean?
Well, you said that doesn't matter what other people think, right? And
Mm-hmm.
understanding that, you know, is a big deal for you. But what do you think would make the difference in somebody just getting started? What should they do?
Just doing everything. You should do everything. If your upline tells you to try something out, you should freaking try it. What you're good, maybe you won't like it, won't do it again, but if there is something that's working for other people, and this team is the best at sharing that. I've been, like I said before, I've been with other network marketing companies on other teams. There's no team like our team. Like anybody with everybody will share anything, any tips. This is what's working this week. This is what's going good. Try it. You are stupid not to try. And maybe it doesn't feel good when you do it and you don't like it, so you don't do it again, fine. But maybe it's what gives you your success. Everything. Try everything. Post in your stories, post on your page, post on your TikTok, talk to your friends, talk to your relatives. Everything. Anything somebody says, try something else on your own. You have your own idea, try it, and then share it with all of us. Everything. That's, I think, because when I was trying everything is when I was moving on up. There were more sales being made. My PPA I was getting 1 PPA a day. Like, that was ridiculous. For a while there, I was getting one new customer every single day. And I wasn't stopping. I was just posting. I was just asking. I was just telling. I was just giving constantly.
Yeah, I love that.
Trials. I'm sorry.
Well, trials are
and
huge.
then trials sell. Like, it is unbelievable how trials sell. I've never sold I've given a few. I have never sold a trial and it didn't turn into a bigger sell. Nobody has ever actually tried it properly. And that's another thing. You don't want to just give away your trials all the time, because those won't always turn into anything, because if somebody doesn't actually purchase it or invest in it, they're not going to do it correctly. We all know if we don't take our vitamins correctly, it doesn't do the magic as well. But the people that do our products properly will buy. So trials is huge. Trials and going balls to the wall and trying everything. Those are my two biggest. If you do those two things, I will see you all at 12K.
For sure. 100%. Spaghetti on the wall, see what sticks, right?
Yes, exactly. I love that.
So, we're under this bonus run right now. Would that be then your like main piece of advice for someone running for these fall bonuses, is just to, try everything and try to get as much either through trials or, if you do get somebody to start on a half pack, but just getting Thrive in people's hands as much as possible? Would there be anything else that you would add to that, to kind of like, for like a bonus run is what I'm saying. Like we're gonna come into this, the last 30 days of this bonus run. What are you gonna do? I'm putting her
Don't
on
put
the
me on the
spot.
spot like that.
I'm putting her on the spot. What are you gonna do?
I honestly, with those two things, I've just seen so much success when I'm actually putting in the effort, when I'm actually trying anything and everything all day, every day. When I'm doing that and when I'm pushing trials is when I start seeing things, big movements happen. I can see anybody hit 12K easily just doing those two things. I know back when I was doing the 1 PPA point a day, like when that was my own personal challenge, I think maybe you, me, and Jen started something a while ago and then I kind of ran with it. When that was my personal goal, I ran it and I hit for it and then I got these crazy numbers. So creating your own personal goal that's realistic on a daily, I think that really helped me jump because it was like, okay, I'm going to cross this off for the day. All I have to do is get through today, do this for today, get through today. Tomorrow we'll worry about tomorrow, and seeing that happen. But I'm telling you, if you just talk about this, you just share this, you just post this, you just get relentless about it for 30 days, holy cow. I know the magic will work. You do.
I love the daily goals. And I think for the last 30 days for November that, start tomorrow, start today. 1 PPA a day is, we wrote down like 1 through 30 on a sheet of paper and we would just fill them in. That's what you, Jen, and I were doing when we were doing that.
That was magic.
Yeah, I'm bringing that back. I'm gonna go get a piece of paper when we get done with this and do that.
Uh-oh. Okay.
That's a challenge.
It's a little scary, but it's a good one. When you do it, holy cow. And it's doable. It's so doable. 100% it's doable.
Yeah.
Pop
yeah, in the 30-day run chat.
Oh, Rachel, you messaged me. Did I ignore you? Rachel, you messaged me the other day. I don't know if I wrote back. I saw it though.
All right. So I know you have to jump off to take your kids. So is there anything else like tips, what's working now, trends that you're seeing, any other like hot golden nuggets that you want to share?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna open it up to questions then if you don't.
Okay. Yeah. I just, those are like, just for me, at least for me and for right now, I know that if I did those two things would be no problem. 12K is nothing. Yeah. Push
So
those
that's
two
what
things.
you're
Like
so
magic.
that's what you're doing. That's what you're gonna do. We're getting a verbal commitment from Caitlin.
Fine, whatever. You got it.
See, we all got to push each other.
Yes, that's true.
All right. So questions. I saw a couple of comments, which were all, oh, sorry. I didn't mean to.
I don't know how to find those.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm just seeing if there were any questions. Trips. You were going to talk about trips.
Oh, just using those as an incentive. Oh, I guess because when you're 12K, you get to do the trips.
Yeah, well, now they have a 4K trip bonus if you haven't seen.
Oh.
So if you're 4K, you get half expenses paid.
So that's cool.
Yep.
That's very cool. That's a lot. Yeah, the trip. Oh my God, when we went to Vegas, we had so much fun.
That was a year ago.
I know.
It popped
my
up
year has been so crazy.
It popped up in my memories, but we did have a good time. So yes, daily goals, and now is the time to get moving. Toledo wants to know. She's here. She says, "When are you going to join us again?"
I know. On the work with me. You guys start too early. My day is so I suck at timing. I've got the worst time management. That's another tip. Get with somebody who has good time management and just like learn from them, because people like me, if you work like me, if you're anything like me, so with time management, I suck at it. And then shit gets pushed off to the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day. Get with somebody who knows how to do time management, work with them for a half an hour and learn how to map out your stuff. Mapping out your calendar, mapping out your day, mapping out what you want to post helps incredibly.
So we have 7 a.m. work with me. These are all Eastern time, 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 2 planning sessions on Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern and 2 p.m. Eastern.
Oh,
So that's exactly what, we've been doing, kind of like the old planning sessions that we used to do. We've revived them, brought them back, and everyone like literally we just get out the planner and map out what we're gonna do for the week. So it's done. So
what time that's on Sunday?
Sunday, 1 and 2. 1 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Eastern. 2 different sessions, like
Cool.
same session back to back.
So what's that, 11 and 12 my time? I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that. I hate time change or time differences. I don't know where y'all are.
All right, so does anyone have any questions for Miss Caitlin? Questions? Unmute yourself. Drop it in the chat. Going once. Going twice. Caitlin's got to go. All right. Well, I appreciate you getting us, squeezing us into your schedule, but we do look forward to seeing you, your beautiful face more often. But I appreciate your time. Thank you so much, and I appreciate everyone on here. I'm just going to stop this recording. Stop.